Guys, Neomis here. Now for today's video, time to talk about transfers. Now, big transfer news just dropped by Fabrizio Romano, and it is a deal done. The deal is done, and I didn't talk about him yesterday on my channel because I thought this was going to kind of take a while, but it seems like it isn't. So, according to Fabrizio Romano, Arsenal and Benfica have an agreement in principle for Nuno Tavares. Left back target revealed 2 days ago. Deal set to be completed for €8 million as guaranteed fee plus add-ons. My guess is that's probably going to be about 4 million's worth of add-ons. Like, that's generally seems to be kind of the add-on figure. I refuse to believe it's like 8 million's worth of add-ons because that would be a stupid deal. So €8 million, what, £6 million. Personal terms until June 2026, and agents' fees agreed. Paperwork still to be signed and completed, but it looks like that deal is basically done. Guys, we got our first signing. And we picked up a backup left back. Now, I gotta say, I don't know much about the guy. I haven't seen him play, but this is a position that we have been calling out for months. I said that at the end of the season that this was one of the key positions that we had to address. I know everybody's talking about right back, which I think is ridiculous because we got 4 players that's on the books now that can play right back, and only 2 of them are rumored to be leaving. So why are we focusing on right back just bewilders me. Backup left back was a key position for Arsenal to address, and finally, Arsenal have addressed this issue right here. Okay, so Nuno Tavares, 21 years old, currently plays for Benfica, now coming to Arsenal. 21 years old, Portuguese player. He's probably going to be a Portuguese international, currently plays for the Portuguese under-21 and was part of that Portuguese under-21 side that faced off against Germany. So he must at the very least be a decent player. I've seen a few videos and people doing some reviews, so I watched Guna talk, and he was talking about Tavares and some just general kind of fan reactions from people that are Benfica fans talking about Nuno Tavares, saying that, you know, he's still young, very raw, not like Tierney as of yet in terms of defensively discipline, and they said that that's the part that he needs to work on, which is fine, but right now we need to get a body in that position. And right now, there's only Tierney. I know that there are talks on Kolasinac is back at the club, but there are talks on Kolasinac leaving Arsenal to go to Napoli, I've heard of, and Lazio is the other one. So chances are Kolasinac will be gone, and so we need at the very least a backup left back in that position. And for crying out loud, I'll take Nuno. I would have taken a kid from our academy, to be really honest, but we need to get the bodies in there. We've gone for a younger option, 21 years old, lots of development to improve on. Hopefully Arteta could do his job and, you know, teach this kid to be better, coach him right. He's got the likes of Tierney there to be able to help him. Portuguese speaking, so, you know, he has the likes of Cedric Soares there, Gabriel Martinelli. He's got Gabriel there, you know, all Portuguese speaking players to kind of help him to be able to bed into the squad, which it looks like that's the kind of route that Arsenal are going. More kind of English, Spanish, and kind of Portuguese-speaking players, which I guess is synonymous with the connections that we have with Edu. You kind of expect that Brazilian players, Portuguese-speaking players, and obviously English players being within the Premier League. The one thing that I said that I was a bit, not surprised at, but looking at where he can play, pretty versatile player, can play both left back and right back, and you could tell he's more attacking because he can also play in a left midfield as well. And then when I went to look at the amount of games that he went and played this past season within those positions, you know, he's basically played, the majority of his games were played at left back. A few of them were played in left midfield overall this past season, but for the majority of the situation, he's mainly played as a left back. He's probably more attacking, which means that he could probably slot into that midfield role. I think it's going to allow Arteta to do some really clever stuff with kind of allowing the fullbacks to bomb forward and actors uh, provide a lot more width to the team. Um, but this is one of those things that we had to do, and I'm really liking it. I'm liking the price. The price reflects the type of situation that Arsenal are in right now. By we've got to make sure that we spend right and get the money right. And 8 million euros, that's what, 5.5, £6 million. That's the ballpark that we got shopping right now. And you know what? If you're an Arsenal fan and you don't like it, tough, because that is the position that we're in. The whole pandemic has affected Arsenal in terms of transfer budget, plus the fact that we're not inside of Europe as well, and we've got a really big stack squad, and with Arsenal's inability to sell right, it just makes sense. So seeing this deal like Nuno Tavares happen, I'm happy. It's a position to be addressed. Looking forward to seeing how he beds into the squad, because I think in terms of settling in should be fine. I think probably the key thing is how good he compared to Kieran Tierney. Now I think Kieran Tierney is going to be a top player. Very, for me, future Arsenal captain. But all the kind of talks that I've heard about Nuno Tavares from Benfica fans, from listening to kind of other YouTubers and their talks around him, is that even though he's a young player with a high ceiling to develop, he isn't at that level just yet. And I just hope that defensively, he at the very least defensively is sound, because for me, Kolasinac is good going forward, but defensively is where he's shaky. And I like left backs who can defend. There's no point in being a left back or left wing back and you can't defend. You got to be able to play two-way football. At the very least, you have to be able to defend. If you could only do one thing, you defend. So let's see what happens. But guys, first Arsenal signing, I'm happy about it. Looking forward to seeing Nuno Tavares play for Arsenal. What are your guys' thoughts on that? I'm sure a lot of you have seen a lot more videos and been doing a lot more research about it. But for me, this is just a sheer kind of reaction. I didn't think that this would happen so quick, but it just tells you that things in the background have been moving for quite a while now in regards for Arsenal with certain players. So, I mean, Romano talked about this rumour's only really touched down for the last 2 days, but you could probably see that maybe it's been over the past couple of months at the very least that Arsenal have been looking at Nuno Tavares. So, very good business by Arsenal. Let's see what's more there is to come, whether it being Granit Xhaka being sold and Ruben Neves coming in, Onana coming in, who knows, Ben White coming in. We all have to see what happens. But guys, leave your comments below. Do check out some of my other content. I got a link in the description. And as you can see here from the end screens as well, you got a kind of a suggestion one there for you. So definitely leave your comments. Let's get a discussion going on this guy. And I will see you all on my next video, which probably will be the early hours of tomorrow morning, depending on how this England game goes, or sometime over the next couple of days.